It's November 7th, Friday, 2025, which is not the first day. Thursday was the first day of the show. We are in the second day.
Yep. Technically Thursday evening is when the game started.
Of Fall-In. So we're here at the Lancaster Host, the Wyndham. It is a beautiful fall weekend, absolutely gorgeous, great weather, which means it's the perfect time to spend your entire weekend indoors.
Yep. And from what I understood, attendance is up again.
Yes, we're going to hear from the convention director, Rusty Miller, a little bit later in this video. But Dale, why don't we start off with, what we're here to do, wargaming. Some awesome stuff here. It is only Friday, so it's just the tip of the iceberg. But what jumped out to you as an early contender?
Walking around this morning, the first thing that jumped out for me was John Lundberg is running a World War II sort of Pacific type game where it looks like Americans are coming in against the Japanese airfield. Beautiful jungle terrain, and there was actually a sub. So I think the Americans were actually bringing troops in on a sub, which was really cool looking. So yeah, that jumped out for me right off the bat.
I did see that, but on my way to get into that room, you probably saw Jim Perkey's game. He was running two different tables of Sharp with his own kind of homebrew rule set. But speaking of killer terrain, Jim always puts on really great displays. Yes. That was really cool. The thing that jumped out at me, I had to look twice when I was looking at the figures for his game. I was like, what scale are those? They weren't 54, they weren't 28, and I couldn't quite figure it out. And he's like, oh yeah, 40 mil.
The reason why is I was going to do a 28 millimeter game because I had all the figures for that already in the train. And I started looking at them and go, I can't see these, because I'm getting kind of old. And I thought, I got to go with bigger figures. I don't want to do 54 millimeters. Been there, done that enough. So this is 40 millimeter. I find is a really nice compromise, and I just love the figures. I wish I'd started this earlier.
Yeah. So last night, I was in the Carnage and Glory room. So I played Battle of the Wilderness. That club, always nice terrain, always nice figures and everything. So
yeah, I see those guys here all the time putting on really good-looking games. Something that you do not see all the time. In fact, I don't know that I've ever seen at a show. Barbary Wars.
Yes.
So one of the guys from Mark's game room, Doug, was running the Battle of Derna, which is 1805 Barbary Wars, just not a topic that you see in wargaming, but a really colorful table,
yes,
really vibrant, and I thought that was really neat. Also of special interest to me, because for the last couple of months I've been working on a Hollywood deep dive video for one of Ridley Scott's great unmade films, Tripoli.
Oh.
And the climax of this film is the Battle of Derna. So as I've been researching and working on this, I saw that someone was running a Derna game at a con, and I'm like, we got to talk to this guy.
Wow. Yep.
So got the opportunity to talk to Doug.
My name is Douglas Austin. The game is put on by Mark's Game Room. And the reason I chose the Barbary Pirates was the theme for the convention is 250 years of the American Navy, and I thought what might be kind of cool to produce, and I chose the Battle for Derna because that's where the stanza from the Marine hymn of the shores of Tripoli comes from, where 7 American Marines take the town of Derna and raise the American flag. It was the first American flag of a young nation flown over a captured enemy territory, and it was immortalized in song. And I thought, what a cool way, if I could pull it off, of rewarding the convention theme.
Hey everybody, I'm Rusty Miller. I'm convention director for Fall-In 2025 here at the Wyndham. Beautiful day here. Looking forward to a great weekend of gaming and anything else we have to offer at HMGS. We decided to go all cashless, and it's 2025 here, and you still spend your cash in Wally's, you still spend your cash over in the vendor hall, of course, but as far as our registration goes, it is cashless. And everybody so far has been very, very receptive to it. We have not had any issues whatsoever with it, and it's running very smoothly. Here, we're trying to make it so that everybody's doing everything at home first before they even get to the show. Getting their badges, getting their events, and we're going to do, there's more coming in regards to tabletop too, folks, of how to navigate it, and everything's been run really well. Our vendor hall is full. The vendor hall opened up at 9 o'clock for the first time on Friday, and it seems like there was a lot of heavy traffic over there, and we had and we're just trying, I think what else we need to talk about here, Greg? I mean, you're smiling, I'm smiling here. There's nothing, everything's been great. We're all pushing our figures around. We got great looking games here, and we got Hobby U. I got to put tabs about Hobby U, and people are painting in there, and it's and we also have a scout troop coming in, and we have the high school kids are here. They all about that. They brought them in here. We have a group of there's an actual. I mean, this is a breath of fresh air. There is a high school wargaming club that's here. So we're going to try to do with our outreach programs to get more of our youth in, and just make our shows bigger and better.
Hi, my name's Dave, and in addition to being on Little Wars TV, I'm also a school teacher. And this year I had the opportunity to start a wargaming club in my high school. And I reached out to the con, and they were very gracious and invited 10 of my students to come see what historical wargaming is all about. We have Emery.
Yep.
We've got Chase.
That's me.
And we've got Lucas.
I personally am having a blast today. We played this game, the Aerodrome or whatever, and that was a blast.
I like the painting a lot more than I expected I would. I am not particularly artistic, and so I didn't think I would enjoy it very much, but doing it was much better.
For not being a very artistic person, the map building and terrain stuff is what really intrigued me. I love playing the games, obviously, but being able to interact and see a whole built out model was really, really nice to experience.
Yeah, there's a ton of gorgeous games again. I think judges are gonna have a tough time again. I saw the Best of Train winner from Historicon, San Juan.
Yes.
Battle of San Juan. They're running that again here at the convention.
Yep.
Again, obviously, seeing that you can understand why that won an award.
That is an awesome game. Now, a new game that is here that has already won a Pella, and I think is probably going to be in contention for the top overall award here, is the Midgard Battle of Bosworth game.
Yes, absolutely gorgeous, and there are some Easter eggs to look for in that terrain. In fact, I pointed out in the marsh, on the log, like little turtles.
Yeah, he poured a fish in the
The resin.
marsh.
I mean, who does that?
Brad and Tim.
Yes.
Brad and Tim do that, and we just ran into Brad right before he was about to start his second session.
So in 10 minutes, we're going to be running our second game of Bosworth with Midgard rules. And in the first game, we had an amazing group of gamers. They were so fun. Unfortunately, Richard went down, as in history, and ended up dead on the field. But we had a great game, and we were lucky enough to win an award. So we have an award. We're going to go into the second game here in about 10 minutes. And we have 2 more games tomorrow. And also, very neat little thing, we got contacted by the author of Midgard. He reached out, sent him some photos, sent him a picture of the award, and talked about how much we love the rules and how well it worked with the Battle of Bosworth.
You mentioned Easter eggs on the Bosworth table. I think we could drop people a little bit of a Easter egg here that you might be seeing the Battle of Bosworth in more detail on Little Wars TV sometime in the near future. Just a tease. Just a tease.
Yeah.
One of the other tables jumped out to me, Dale, was the Tarawa board.
That looked very nice. Yeah. And this is just Friday morning and afternoon.
It is.
Yeah, we haven't seen Friday evening
This is
or
the
tomorrow.
This is the beginning of the show.
Yeah. So, I'm
Absolutely.
waiting, because I know there's some game masters that are going to be running just on Saturday. So
Right.
I'm waiting to see what they're going to be putting down.
Yeah.
Because I know I haven't seen Martin Kelly's games yet.
Right.
And I believe he's doing Afghanistan,
Yeah,
modern day Afghanistan.
great modern
yeah,
tables.
yeah. So, and his games are obviously having won Best of Show from Pavia. At Historicon, you know what kind of quality you're going to get from him.
So I'm Ron, Captain Ron on all the socials from Diabolical Terrain. We have been coming to the conventions for close to 10 years now. First one was Cold Wars 2016, so that's a while back. At that time, we were repping Atchison Creations, and then this whole 3D printing thing really started becoming a lot more popular, and I thought, hey, this is cool, let's try it out. 7 years and 12 printers later, here I am. So an example of the benefits of 3D printing as being a tool in the toolbox for gamers. If you had a chance, you guys were at Historicon, you saw Martin Kelly's beautiful looking Pavia table. It was massive, like 50 linear feet of wall, all the Italian buildings. So that is a great combination of 3D printing and scratch build, which people might not even know about. So Martin sent me specific dimensions of his buildings and asked me to adjust roofs, terracotta roof. Who wants to carve terracotta roofs? Nobody does. So he sent me specific dimensions of the footprint of the building and said, I need roofs for these. So I was able to take that, we're talking millimeters, seamlessly integrating between the old school methods of hand-carved, scratch-built building and 3D print roofs. The walls, you remember the walls that had those little curved tops? I printed 550 of those for him, right? It's been a great show so far. I'm surprising. I didn't know it was the whole opening at 9 o'clock for vendors. That surprise, which is cool. We got enough notice to plan ahead, and I appreciate that HMGS is trying new things because they recognize that the vendors are as important of a component as the social component of playing games and seeing your friends, because as vendors, you do maintain a friendly base of customers. It's been a great show. I've been surprised at the amount of traffic, quite frankly. I think what would increase foot traffic is having an opportunity for individuals to do their check-in and registration down here as well. So grab your badge, grab your tickets, do a quick lap, go to the car and get to your early game. And that suggestion was floated up the flagpole, and I expect that to be taken a hard look at.
So, what's up with the helmet, Dale? We're two grown men sitting in a hotel, and one of us is wearing a toy Roman helmet.
So once again,
That's what you people come here for.
Gordon Andrews is running the chariot race for charity.
Toys for Tots.
Toys for Tots. Also in honor of Dan Murkowski, who used to be the Fallen director.
Yes.
And once again, we are entering a chariot.
Yes. Now, we did a poll on our YouTube page at your suggestion, Dale, where you mentioned that we were going to be able to design our chariot before the race. So we could pick a design that was built for speed. We could do one that was a little bit more combat-oriented, a heavy, slower chariot, or a balanced hybrid chariot. We put that out for vote, and surprise, surprise, the people have spoken.
They want blood. So
we are little Wars TV.
Yes. So yes, I will be building a chariot strictly to kill and destroy. In fact, that seems to be what the comments want. So yeah, I can. We got to be careful of. We don't want to make everybody our enemy all at once.
It's going to be high stakes tonight. We'll see. But look, if you guys want to see events like this in person, there's going to be lots of spectators, people watching and participating and heckling and throwing $5 in the pot for Dale tonight at the chariot race.
Yeah,
the only way to do that is to come.
Yeah, come support us tonight.
Come support us tonight.
I have a feeling we're going to need a lot of help from the crowd.
Or if you missed it, I know that they're looking to continue to do events like this in the future at Fall In. So if you didn't make it this year, don't worry. There's going to be another event, maybe a chariot race, maybe something else at the next Fall In.
Yes.
So book it on your calendar and get out here.
They're all spent. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So you want this? So you're gonna do a reroll. Anybody got a challenge that?
You're gonna let it reroll? I'm gonna let it go.
No.
He's gonna keep that roll.
Keeping the 6.